Hi, Chris Cole again. Today we're here in the Student Union cafeteria and we're here to talk a little bit about nutrition. We're about halfway through the Lean and Green campaign now, and I thought it was a good time to talk for just a little bit about nutrition, about healthy food choices. Obviously a big part of losing weight is making healthier food choices, and I think the key point there that I want to make is, and you may have heard this before, I may have said it already, but for me anyway, losing weight has been more than anything else, it's been about a lifestyle change. A change in how I think about eating, a change in how I grocery shop, a change in how I live my life from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Eating healthy breakfast, I never did that before. Making healthier food choices throughout the day, eating things that are healthier. I think at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to in terms of nutrition. One thing I would say though, you don't need to cut out all the foods that you like to eat to lose weight. A lot of people assume that. They think the only way they can do this is by just getting rid of everything they enjoy eating, and that's not the case. If I had to do that, I would have never succeeded. For me, what I found is there are a lot of ways to make the foods that you enjoy eating healthier. And you can do that gradually. You don't have to wake up tomorrow and have changed your lifestyle. I don't think you can do that because I don't think that is sustainable. I think what you can do is you can make little choices as you go that make what you eat healthier and healthier and healthier. I started out by doing things like, instead of eating a sandwich, I would eat a wrap. And then after a while, I would change the wrap to a wrap on whole wheat wrap instead of a traditional white pita. Then over time I was able to cut out mayonnaise and cut out some of the unhealthy condiments that you put inside of a wrap. And this is just one example. Now I look at what I eat, and because I've made a series of gradual changes that made what I eat a little healthier and a little healthier each time, I've actually gone through a lifestyle change when it comes to food. When I leave the grocery store now, I've got fruit. I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of fruits in my bag. I've got vegetables. I've got kind of in the back of my mind a plan for what I'm going to eat, for lunch and for dinner through the week, and that's all I buy. I don't buy the snack cakes. I don't buy the unhealthy cereals. I don't buy, all the food that used to call to me at night when I was in my living room watching TV. Now if something calls to me, it's going to be some watermelon cubes or some carrots, something like that. And I actually, another thing I found is the body craves whatever you give it. So if you start eating healthy and you eat healthier it doesn't even take that long, your body starts to crave those healthy foods the same way it before craved unhealthy foods. So I think making that lifestyle change is very important. But it's not something that should seem daunting to you because it's not something you have to do overnight. Another thing people ask me about is counting calories. Counting calories is a pretty simple concept, but at the same time, there are some very basic things you can do. For those with an iPhone app, I'll tell you I've found a free app called Lose It. And I use that every day. You can put in the food you eat, you can put in the exercise you do, and it basically calculates everything for you. Not just calories, but it calculates your fiber and your sodium and your fat intake and all that stuff. So I think if you don't have an iPhone app, don't worry. You can keep all that stuff in a notebook. I think people don't realize just how much they eat, just how many calories they take in during the day, and counting calories can really help you to come up with a game plan for how to cut back on those calories. Because like I said, a lot of times you don't realize just how much you're taking in a given day. For those of you that don't have a whole lot of weight to lose or that want to get involved in the Lean and Green campaign but not necessarily so much focused on weight loss, I think it's important to note there's a lot of other benefits to eating healthy. For instance, just as one example, Wellness has a program called Meatless Mondays, and it is what it sounds like. It encourages you to not eat meat on Mondays. And basically the green benefits from that, I think you'd be shocked if you don't know what they are. If you haven't seen the placards over here in the Student Union, and you haven't read the literature that Wellness puts out, how much water is saved worldwide, how much greenhouse gas emissions are limited. If everybody didn't eat meat on Mondays, you would be stunned by the impact it would have on the world. So even if losing a lot of weight isn't necessarily what you're thinking about, what you need to do, there are plenty of other reasons to make healthy food choices. And it's becoming easier and easier to make healthy food choices, especially, for instance, here at NKU. In the cafeteria here, look for healthy U options when you're trying to pick out what you're going to eat for lunch. Healthy U options they're healthier food selections. They're healthy options in the vending machines. Look for the coils with the green caps. That signals that item is healthier, generally a healthier choice than maybe another item in the vending machine. I think if you make little decisions throughout the day and really start to focus on the calorie intake and the calories you intake during the day, you can really start to make a difference. You can really start to lose weight. You can really start to change your life and change your lifestyle gradually over time just by making little decisions. And that's the only way that I can tell you that now that I've done it, now that I've lost 120 pounds, it's a lot easier than I thought it would be because I did it gradually.